It was right here just a few hours ago that Howard University's campus police said that they received anonymous calls to respond to an active shooter. It may be 5:30 now, but altruism has no curfew. WHUR's Food to Feed is on its last 30 minutes of service, and some volunteers say they've been here since 6 a.m. Miss Wanda says her salon is here to stay. And she's taking walk-ins if you ever need a trim, just like me. Thanks to Howard University's alternative spring break, areas like Puerto Rico will be able to receive aid and restoration after suffering from hurricane damages. I am Judayah Murray with News Vision. Welcome to Wanda's on 7th, a one-stop shop for fresh cuts, natural hair services, and chemical treatments. It's also an unsung DC hero for being one of very few businesses in the area successful at standing up to gentrification. Many business owners have been forced to sell and relocate from the Shaw Howard neighborhood, but not Wanda. Wanda Henderson, the salon's owner, says she's been at 1851 7th Street since October 2003, despite several attempts from developers, or as some people call them, gentrifiers, to buy her out.
You know, it was like a whirlwind, it was a nightmare, I was terrified. I was terrified, I was angry. I was angry because this shouldn't be happening, you know, in a place that, you know, that I was here when nobody wanted to come here. And, you know, and we changed a lot of 7th Street coming here, trying to get the area clean, trying to find people jobs, get them in drug programs, whatever we could do to help the people there now that we're here and we see some of the problems and some of those things that we could try to find for them. We did that.
Even with the strong feelings Miss Henderson has toward the idea of gentrification, she still says she refuses to think negatively. The drastic changes in the neighborhood, she says, have brought her more diverse clientele and have actually inspired her to use her good fortune to give back.
Because I want to open a school in D.C., a beauty barber school in D.C., where I can help kids in the community, regardless of color. I want everyone in my school, and I want to be able to teach them about beauty, about business, about self-esteem, everything that you would need to know about yourself and about gentrification.
With about 40 years of experience in the hair industry and having spent about 20 of them as a business owner, Wanda Henderson says that she really wants to help give options to other owners throughout DC also struggling with gentrification.
Get in touch with your city council, your ANC members, let them know that this is where you are, this is where you want to be, and see what monies are there allowed to help small businesses stay in business.
For the past 40 years, WHUR-FM Howard University Radio has hosted its holiday food drive called Food to Feed on the campus of Howard University. Volunteers sign up for shifts up until 6 p.m. to collect non-perishable food items and monetary donations for families throughout the DMV community.
Last year, we collected $80,000 for the 12-hour radiothon, and we were able to help 20,000 people in the D.C. metropolitan area.
Thomas also says WHUR never has difficulty finding volunteers for this particular event.
Thanksgiving is a wonderful time, as well as Christmas is a wonderful time to think about not only yourselves, but think outside of yourself to see who might in your own community might need help.
It may be 5:30 now, but altruism has no curfew. WHUR's Food to Feed is on its last 30 minutes of service, and some volunteers say they've been here since 6 a.m.
We've been here since 6 o'clock this morning, and we'll be here till 6 o'clock tonight. So come on down.
12 hours is an awful long time to spend outdoors this holiday season, but to a person like Taylor Thomas, it shows just how dedicated and passionate the DC community is about giving back.
If you can't give money, to give your time, to give your intelligence, to give your love, to give your attention, I think that's priceless, and I think it goes beyond just the holiday season, whatever it is that you celebrate.
All proceeds collected from Food to Feed will be donated to the Capital Area Food Bank and Shabbat Ministries to feed those in need this holiday season. For News Vision, I am Judayah Murray. Planning for a night full of spoken word, song, and of course lots of light, Howard University Student Association began its tree lighting ceremony at 6.
Hey, hey, Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
For some performers, it was their first time being invited to the stage.
Yes, this is my first time performing at the tree lighting ceremony.
And how was it?
And I enjoyed it a lot, actually. I was really nervous at first because this was my first time. and I don't really do too many solo performances, but it was a really enjoyable experience.
In addition to the performances, a few shops were set up on the yard to form the Bison Howard Market. Art, clothes, bags, and jewelry were sold by several vendors. And of course, it wouldn't be a tree lighting without the hot chocolate. Husa gave out free cocoa to keep their viewers warm. Eventually, it was time to light the tree.
Oh, wait.
But sometime during the show, the lights went back out. Of course, the show must go on, so an African dance troupe kept dancing until the lights were restored. Maybe the Grinch came to steal Husa's Christmas, but they weren't going down without a fight. For News Vision, I am Judayah Murray.